I'm going to walk you through how to go ahead and get your individual schools scope and sequences linked. So each school would have their own unit of study to plan in, but also so it's visible to their other content or grade level teams. So first we're going to sign in to the instructional coach account through Google. So it's instruct.tech@moffatSD.org, and then the password is lowercase a w at SOME exclamation point. And then we're going to go to our drive. We're going to go to MCSD curriculum, and then MCSD curricular planning 16-17 by schools/content area. So the other folders are where the district level stuff is housed. This is where our specific schools and content area will be housed. So we're going to choose MCSD K5 curricular planning. And then at this point, you're going to choose the grade level you want to work in. First grade is the grade level that I did across the board. So we'll use that one as an example so you can see what that looks like at the end. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose 5th grade. And then you can see that in any documents that I've been creating, these are the abbreviations I've been using for schools. So let's go ahead and just go to Sandrock. And then once we're here, we're going to go ahead and have 2 windows open. It's just easier to work that way. So I'm going to open up the scope and sequence. And go ahead and grab it and pull it over here. So I have 1 window to work in there. And then I'm going to go into the actual units of study. And I like to just start at the top with reading and then work down so I don't miss anything. So as you can see right now, if I go into the scope and sequence, it does have links, but because I made mass copies of these folders, this link's going to take you back to the MCSD version. So you really want to make sure that that link is linking you to your actual Sandrock version or whatever school you're working in. So I'm going to open up Sandrock's 5th grade reading. And then I'm going to find the unit of study I'm working in. So elements, craft, and structure. And then I have my 2 documents. So if it's easier for you, and this might be a system thing, you can go ahead and rename these documents and put the abbreviation in the front. So I can Control-click, rename, and call this Sandrock. It might be beneficial just so you know at the top of your document what you're working in. And I'm going to go ahead and rename the grasp too, just so I'm consistent. Okay. So then I'm going to go ahead and click what I'm trying to get the link for is the UBD unit, because that's where you will be doing the stage 3 activities and events, learning events. That's where the teachers will be planning for this year. So if I Control-click, I'm going to get the shareable link. I'm going to Command-C to copy that link. And then I'm going to go over here to my scope and sequence, and I'm just going to click on this first unit of study. And I'm going to go to More, get that link, and then just paste over this one and hit Apply. Pretty simple. So I have to do that for every unit of study. So now I'm just going to go back. I'm in inference and evidence-based reasoning. Click there, make sure I'm in the UBD one. Control-click, get shareable link. Command-C, copy that link, go over here, insert link, and paste it. And I'll show you one more. Those 2 I practiced on, so that's why it didn't look like it changed much, but this one will. And I'm going to go key ideas and details. Get shareable link, command copy, and then click here, hit that link, and paste it. And so you're going to want to do that for every unit of study at every grade level that you're working in. Another thing that might help you guys this year, while I've named this Sandrock MCSD 5th grade scope and sequence, at the top, your teachers might be, just to make sure that they're always in the right one, you also might want to name this Sandrock and take out Moffat County. 5th grade scope and sequence, 16, 17. Sometimes those, by creating those naming conventions up there, it just keeps everything very clear on which document we're in. Teachers won't actually ever have to even be in these folders because I've set up those Google Classrooms where they'll be accessing their scope and sequences and those unit of study planning guides in there. Now we're going to link the matrices for each content area at that grade level also. So in my Sandrock 5th grade curricular planning folder, there's also a folder that says 5th grade Sandrock 5th grade matrices. So I'm going to open that up. Again, you probably want to name these Sandrock instead of MCSD. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the writing standards matrix from here and control click, and here's the writing one, get shareable link, command copy, and then those go at the front of the scope and sequences. So if I click here, put in that link and paste, then those are also linked there. So I just want to make sure I link every unit of study and every matrices there. Now if I go ahead and want to see what this looks like in Google Classroom for planning, I can go ahead and go to my drive and go to Classroom, and secondary 6 through 12 is organized by content area. So we're going to go ahead and access K through 5. So each one of them is organized by grade level, so it is viewable to our colleagues across the district. So I'm going to click on 1st grade since it's already all done. You'll see nothing in the stream, but you're going to go ahead and click the About page. And if I scroll to the bottom, I'll see the scope and sequences already attached for each one of those schools at 1st grade. So if I go ahead and open Ridgeview 1st grade, that is where the Ridgeview instructional coach would co-plan with the teachers. So if I'm in comprehension strategies here, they would be able to click. They'll have all of stage 1 that's the same. This one says Ridgeview, and stage 3 is where they would do all of that planning. But what's awesome is they can go back and see what their colleagues across the district are doing. There.